Well, I've driven a lot further for a lot less. Aglaire M was good today. I would say fantastic would have been if she had a win in 55 with that 4-wide move, but not racing in a month does take its toll. And although I knew she was tight heading into today, we trained her up Saturday pretty hard. I knew that that doesn't make her bionic. It's a big move. And I won't lie, it was a hot day today, but at the same time, a little windy. And 4 wide in the last turn at the Meadows is not where you generally see a lot of races won from. So, a good mile from Aglaire M today. Pretty happy with her. Frilly Fringes raced last night, finished second. She should have won. And I had told Billy that she's not good on the front, but when all the favorites make breaks, where do you want to go? I think I would have probably had her on the front also. She shouldn't have got beat, so a little more eye of the tiger needed for Frilly Fringes. Certainly more than enough for Aglaire M. I know that wasn't a super fast mile. It's not a mile where you head into any sort of stake season saying, "Oh, we got a killer," but she is a killer. She's a nice filly. I just finished talking to James and said, "Listen, if you want to take this filly down towards Yonkers, you can race her at Poconos. You can race her at the Meadowlands. You can race her at Yonkers. You can race her wherever you want. She'll get around any size track." I wouldn't mind her being down there with James. He gets along really good with her. A real quiet, delicate touch with her would help also. So she raced well today. Very happy with her. What else do we got? As I said, Frilly Fringes so last night, should have won. We got a busy night ahead of us. We did end up scratching Holy Chick. She did hit her hock, but there was a little something brewing in there, and it blew out. Almost looks like a puncture wound. Something blew out of there. I would suspect that's not the first time she hit that jack. I'm going to say there was maybe a deep bruise in there that festered a little bit and blew out as an abscess. So she'll need a week or so and bounce back. We did make some shoeing changes, but didn't get a chance to test them out. Now we will. So that's where we're at with Holy Chick. George, GW Chrome, races tonight against Italian Grid, who is the 8-hole, and the rain is coming. Not a big fan of the rain. Fox Valley Britska races tonight also. That'll be it for our racing tonight. Now tomorrow, it is going to pour everywhere over here. 25 to 30 millimeters on the way for Pennsylvania and Ohio. So I got a little tickle in my throat. Hunter Myers is going to be here all day tomorrow, racing in the mud, in the rain, and the slop. And knows won my heart very well. So I said, maybe I should just let Hunter, since he knows her so well, maybe Hunter should drive Won My Heart tomorrow. I'm not coming 2 hours to get covered in mud and poured on by rain. She should do well. The kid knows her well. She's in a good spot. And I've never seen her race in the mud, so I'm interested also. I guess she raced, I've seen her race in the rain a little bit, but the mud, no, not yet. So we'll see tomorrow. Hunter Myers is going to drive Won My Heart Hanover. Now, Friday, we got White Tiger. We got, what else we got? White Tiger, and then I got 2 for Tim. Immediately after that race, I think I'm going to take the kids up here Friday afternoon. And then immediately after that race, which is scheduled for 3:45, head towards Miami Valley. Afternoon racing, Kentucky Derby Day. So, take my kids down there. We should be there by 7. There's a little water park there and a hotel. So, that'll be fun for them. Get up, race the horses on Saturday. Race them on Saturday, and maybe take the whole day Saturday and just stay at the hotel with the kids, and then come back up to Northfield Park. Sunday I won't be needed either, but we'll get settled in for the start of next week. So a lot of racing going on still. Won My Heart's got she's low odds tomorrow at the Meadows in a good class. Friday we got White Tiger. Now White Tiger's liver count will not be down perfect. It'll still be a little elevated, so I don't expect 105% from White Tiger, not that I ever would, but short field, gonna just try and go easy with him, let him sprint a bit on the end of it, and wait until we get that liver count down where we want it. And then on Saturday we will race the 4 horses. Now my my Jazz, still not 100%, and I'll tell you why. She had a nasty, quite frankly, maybe one of the worst abscesses I've ever seen blow out of a foot. Now, what had happened, I'll rewind this a little bit for you guys. What had happened was my Jazz jumped on her foot. She shied away from something when Jason first got to Northfield. She was in to qualify and shied away from a piece of machinery moving snow at the time and jumped on her foot. When she did, she cut it. Not the end of the world. They bandaged it up, took good care of it. Then they went to qualify her 4 days later. She qualified, but poorly. Remember, she had bled, tied up, and was a little sick. 3 real bad things to qualify a horse with. So we had to give her all that time. And in that time off, the foot appeared to heal fine. We had a bar shoe on it, but it appeared to heal fine. So, no issues. You know, we had the bar shoe on her, qualified her in 58 on a cold day, big qualifier, pumped, going to the Scarlet and Gray, and had to scratch. She was a little sore on that foot. So I'm thinking, there may be a little infection that got walled off in behind that area. Not a big deal. It'll pop out. And it did. And then as I clipped her foot up and looked very close, you could see something was brewing underneath that top layer of foot. We worked for 3 days, had the blacksmith come over and cut it out, and man, oh man, what a mess. A good 1.5 inch width of infection, a pocket of infection hidden off behind the foot. I've seen horses jump on their foot. I've seen horses get caught in fences. I've seen horses hurt their feet in a number of different ways. It happens. I have never in my life seen anything like this. So we've adjusted her shoeing, made another special bar for her. I jogged her today. She was not 100%, but she is getting better. And what we see coming out of there should be drawn out by, I would hope, by tomorrow or the next day. We should be able to alleviate some of the pressure and some of the soreness. It would be naive to think that we can get her to 100% by Saturday. But if we get her to a reasonable comfort level, and most of any of the small amount of discomfort she's shown or she feels is surface, like you would cut yourself, then that's not the end. That's not the end of the world. So I know I was aggressive and bullish in saying that don't worry, she'll be 100%, but I had no idea what was brewing under the surface. It's out now. We've cleaned it up. Now we're up against time again. We're jogging her. She's going to be relatively tight, but that's why we put her in the Buckeye, not the Sire Stakes. So I would say fingers crossed for my Jazz, and I'm optimistic we can have her good enough for Saturday. That will depend on a number of factors. How quickly that foot heals up would be one of them. So got to heal that foot up. Now we got the infection out of there. Now it's just a cut. Now it's a matter of healing it up and ensuring that the shoeing we have on her is proper for Saturday. So that's where we're at right now. Still got a lot of stake racing, a lot of racing going on this week. I'm optimistic about my Jazz, but everybody else trained very, very good. Well and down, I'm a lovely lady, and Mama knows best. There's a number of people saying, well, why isn't GW Chrome in the Buckeye? Because I don't want him there. I'd like to race him throughout the Iron Maiden and then catch the second Buckeye with him. I still want this horse to transition into a nice horse. Mentally, he's still learning. There's no rush with GW Chrome. I'm happy with where he is. So, we also have some horses in Saturday night. We have horses in. We're going to have horses in almost every day from here on out. And hopefully Ontario, I guess the biggest news everybody is asking, what about Ontario? What about Ontario? There seems to be the peak in the cases that is happening right now. To think that we can have Ontario back open by May 21st, May 25th, May 26th would be shocking. That's a timeline I'm going with. I think quietly it's a timeline the government is going with. Certainly the timeline that the racing industry is hoping and begging for. Need to get back racing, need to get our horses up and going, and hopefully we can do that in the next few weeks. So that is it. That is your rundown, for your midweek rundown right here. Right here at Glarium, a big winner today. 56-4 is not a fantastic mile, but considering she was off 3 weeks, coming off the virus and a scratch, I think it's plenty. So a good win for her, dead heat or otherwise, a good win for her. Happy with what went on today. Looking forward to the rest of the week. I hope you guys are having a good week. Get an umbrella for tomorrow. Take care.